Hello, crafty friends. This is the Papered Chef here. Welcome to the mini catalog walkthrough. This is exciting for me because really, I haven't even had the chance to walk through it myself. Like to curl up on the sofa with a cup of coffee and really look through this. I hope I even see some new things as I'm sharing this with you. I'm going to walk through each page. I'll stop whenever I have examples of products or samples of products. I tend to call this the holiday catalog. You'll hear me interchanging the word holiday catalog because that's what we used to call it with the July to December mini catalog. Also, we sometimes call it JD mini because we have a JJ, meaning January to June, and then we have a JD, which is July to December mini catalog. All right, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to do separate videos on some of the products, so I'm not going to take everything out right now. Okay, share the joy. We have our contents. The first thing you're going to see is that there's a kit. I have not opened my kit yet, but we have this really cool kit. I plan on making samples and doing a walkthrough of this kit. It is a give back promotion. Now, what that means is if you purchase this kit, you're going to get, it's called the Nourish and Flourish kit. You're going to get, for $39, you're going to get this cute little lunch bag, right? And then all of these things to make cards and things for embellishing. You'll get envelopes and stickers, and it's in different languages so that way they can sell the kit around the world without having to change the contents up. So you'll have different things in different languages, and the colors are Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Shaded Spruce. The kit makes 9 cards, and then the give back, see what it says over here. I just know that a portion of it goes to, because it says Nourish and Flourish, our charity, or our things that we do at Stampin' Up! Is going to help with food scarcity. So I'm not sure exactly what Stampin' Up! Gives to, but I know that we vet our charities very well. Okay, so making a difference, we always have a stamp set in here. It says, each time for your purchase, they're going to donate $3 to support the organization right here, to end food insecurity, okay? Okay, food insecurity. So that's what that page is all about. So again, I'll do that in a separate video. Again, I do separate Paper Pumpkin videos every month. So just to save time, we're not going to do a Paper Pumpkin unboxing right now. But Paper Pumpkin is a great subscription service. You can actually take a picture of this QR code. I'll zoom in. And if you want to subscribe, it's $23.50 a month. But really the best way to subscribe during Paper Pumpkin or during celebration, there's a celebration going on. Find that. Okay, that's this going on from July 1st to August 31st. These are free things you can earn. I did a whole separate celebration walkthrough, so I won't go through these products that you can earn for free. In fact, I put them on another table just to save room on my table. But during celebration, I will say that that's the best time to get one of these prepaid Paper Pumpkin subscriptions, because when you purchase them, starting at this one here for 3 months, say $67.50, you get 3 months, but then you get a free celebration item with your prepaid Paper Pumpkin subscription. If you were to get a year Paper Pumpkin subscription, which is what I do every time, only during celebrations, and a whole year would be $235, and then not only do you save $20, it talks about that, you would earn 4 celebration items, because 4 $50 celebration items, or like a $100 item and then 2 $50 items. So you can earn free things, subscribe, save money, and also get what's called Stampin' Rewards. So Paper Pumpkin is a subscription service. If you're new to crafting, it's a great thing. And I'm not new to crafting. I just like the kits. Each time I open one, I get inspired, and I get my crafty mojo every time I open one. Okay, so for this one, I do have sequins and things, but I'm not going to take them all out. I'm just going to show you this little glimmer paper on here, because the paper, I had used it up for my paper share, and I don't think I have any, but let's try. Let me see. Yep, I might have some. Okay, I can do that. I'm going to show you the paper. I do have one partial pack. So I'm going to show you the paper and then just the thread, but I won't show you the sequins. I didn't get this one this sweet, but when you see our paper, most of the time with our paper, it's part of a suite. So I'd like to just stop and show you products. My voice is going to fade in and out, and that's because I'm doing a lot of rough shuffling. And one of my team members said, when I'm doing a lot of moving and with my camera, they said that my microphone does all this rattling. So I took the microphone off and I'm using the internal mic. So I was hoping that it doesn't make a rattling sound. Anyway, this is really cool glimmer paper. 6x6. Real red and white glimmer. And then let me show you the Sweetest Christmas Designer Series paper. And let me make sure I'm all the way zoomed out. There we go, because I want you to be able to see both pages at once. So when you have a suite means that you're going to have the stamp set and dies. You would get Designer Series paper and one other thing. But when you see all these things, 2 stamp sets and dies, embellishments, ribbon, paper, it's called a mega suite. So the Sweetest Christmas suite, S-W-E-E-T, is a mega suite, S-U-I-T-E, suite. And I'm going to also show you this other paper later, so I will actually leave. I'm going to get that all mixed up. Here we go. Let me think that one goes. It goes with that one. So this is a 12 by 12 paper, right? I cut it up for my paper share. And this would be like one of the packets I have a partial packet of. So paper is, well, that got mixed in there. Mixed up a little bit. Paper is double-sided. It doesn't matter. We'll just put it there. So we have cute little candy canes, stripes, more candy canes. So I really like it because the traditional Christmas colors, you got sweet sorbet and real red. You got garden green, pool party. Super, super cool. Love it. Love it, love it. I went through all this paper slower when I did my Designer Series paper share walkthrough. And even though you can no longer sign up for that share, unless like in the future I have a kit and then I let it be an add-on, I'm actually done with the signups. But you can still go back and see every single paper in the catalog, and you can purchase the papers from the catalog. They're all available now. Everything I'm showing you was available July 1st, and it's still available. This paper is $12, and you get 12 double-sided 12 by 12 sheets. Okay, I'm moving on to show you the rest of that suite, the mega suite. Here's a close-up of the sweet candy canes and dies, and this one. This reminds me of a banner that I had a couple years back. I really like that because you can just take your photopolymer stamps, right? Stretch them out, or not stretch them, I mean tilt them, and you can get these to fit on the banners, and you can use that all year long. So I do like that. Okay, moving along, this one here, this is just a page featuring our ScanNCut and emboss machine. One thing I will point out that is inside Celebration, there's paper that you can cut out. Okay, and with the tree rings. And it's a free paper that you can earn. So it's going to coordinate with the suite that we'll get to. But it's called Rings of Love. Here's the paper. So you can see the die is being featured here. It's showing you the die, and it's showing you the die there. So a lot of times our different products are coordinated between Celebration and Mini Catalog, and I'll try to point that out. So if you don't already, or if you're not familiar with die cutting, you may want to start out with the Mini Cut Emboss machine. It's super cute. And then kind of upgrade to that one. Or if you're thinking of getting a starter kit, the big one's a good thing to put in your starter kit, because you get to pick out your items. So here's called the Spruced Up Bundle, and it's showing you that this die, this metal die over here, see that? Can cut out the bulbs, and it's really fun. We have a new product here called the Envelope Treat Box. It has cute little things with it, like cute little seals with it, okay? So really easy to put together. That's the Envelope Treat Box. Pretty, this is part of my specialty share, so I don't want to put that box together. I did put one together in my unboxing. You get 20 seals and 10 envelope treat boxes. You can then stamp onto them and use them for many things. Pretty cool. Okay, moving along. Who doesn't love reindeer? This will be a good one to color. When you see something like this, I recommend stamping blends as opposed to markers, because markers might be too dark for this reindeer. You could take many different colors and blend them together, which I think would be nice. It looks like they used crumb cake here and then highlighted with some other ones. Maybe, Well, I'm not really sure what they would highlight it with. Maybe just light and dark crumb cake. But it's pretty cool. I like that. I didn't get everything I'm showing you. If I have something, I purchased it, I'll try to mention it, or I'll try to share something with you. Or I also have some things that people shared with me during swaps, which is going to be fun. Okay, so mistletoe magic. Big, giant stamps. Look at that. This stamp takes up this whole card, making it a nice big focal point. I like when you have big shapes to color. That makes it nice. Okay, Santa Express. If you like whimsical sweets, you got Santa, you got Mrs. Claus, you got them dancing, you got them riding trains. But I like the other side of the paper too, because the other side of the paper, after Santa, is just going to be great for cards. And I'll show you that when I get to Christmas Wishes bundle. But what I wanted to point out is something I ordered that I don't have yet. These are called Memories and More Cards and Envelopes. And you just put these together really quickly and easily. And you can just whip up cards, because these are 4x6 cards and 3x4 cards. And sometimes they don't get enough attention. The Memories and More Cards and Envelopes. Another thing that I use all the time are these. I've already on my second pack of them. Number 4, they're called adhesive back stars. And I just really love these because they stick and you can just put them on your projects and they cover up any little ink flaws I might have. So if you're looking for something to do with kids, and this would be a good one, Santa's Delivery Bundle. Because, you know, the things are easy, nice and big, easy to color. Got your North Pole. And boy, do I love tinsel trim. And then this is a mini embossing folders that fit the mini machine, which is pretty nice. And then here's a close-up of the Santa Delivery Bundle. And then we're going to move on to this gorgeous, gorgeous snowflake one, Joyful Flurry Bundle. This is one thing that I don't have yet, but I would get. But I have so many snowflake things, but I still can never get tired of snowflakes. So I have like Snowflake Wishes, and I have a bunch of other ones. But this is just, to me, so gorgeous. But I did get the jewels, and they're coming, because I love all kinds of new bling. I love when we have new bling available to us. So if you don't really get to see that, that's pretty nice. Okay, I'll stop here and say hello and show you my samples. And if you missed my Christmas in July series, I'm about to show you some samples if you missed them earlier today. All right, so hello, Donna N. Angela S. So you're saying you can't wait to get yours. You're talking about your order or your catalog, or what can't you wait to get, Angela? Hello, Lisa. Hello again, Yvonne, she watched this one earlier, the one where I focused on this Christmas Wishes bundle. And I made one card since then, in addition to all the samples I had earlier. Hello, Diana, back again. Wendy March from the UK. All right, this one's Sweet Gingerbread Bundle. I didn't get this one, but it's cute. I just have another one almost just like it from before. Sometimes I can't let go of my older things. But this one I want to stop at and show you my samples, because I did these earlier. Oh, she can't wait to get her little lunchbox. Yeah, that kit. I can't wait to open mine. I want to unbox it on my video, and maybe then make some samples and come back to it. So this is the punch and the stamps. So this punch looks like this. Okay, Handmade Wishes Bundle. It's called the Handmade Tags Punch, but it can do more than what you probably think it can do. So it just looks like a little kind of square with curly cues on it, but it does a lot more. The stamp set's photopolymer, and you could do a lot with this as well. So here are just some samples of how I used, just kind of referring back to, I didn't have the paper to show you, but now I do, because it's all kind of tied up. I only have like a couple scraps left. Not this one. The Santa Express, the one we were just on. This one. This paper, the cards I'm showing you first, are made from the Santa Express paper. So you can use your Christmas Wishes bundle with your Santa Express. And I just love like the peace, love, and joy, and all the fun colors and coordination. So I made more since I saw you last. And I have a couple of the little boxes. These are this cracker and treat box die. The die that I used to make this is something that's in the annual catalog, in the back of the annual catalog. But I'm going to be using it with all kinds of holiday papers. I used this punch to make this shape. So it's really versatile. You can just cut the strips first and then cut out the corners, and you can make this shape. Thank you. I'm glad she likes the details and tips. I like this one, piece of Santa Express, and then I have a couple more. This is using the background part of this. So this is the background stamp I used. It's not background stamp. I turned it into a background stamp. I just kind of tiled it around. I guess it's a little swirly thing. But I just tiled it around. Some red glimmer paper. And that's the Handmade Wishes. And then my cracker and treat box, it makes a lot of triangles. These little triangles are, I'm sorry, they're diamonds, not triangles, right? The diamonds cut out of the holes. So then I use the extra diamonds to cover up any flaws on my treat bag. Now this bag, I want to show you before and after. Here's what the bags look like. I'll get to them. They're in this catalog. But look at that. It's just, you can just ink them up, put tags on them, add stickers, put glimmer paper inside. Oh, I have a lot more to show you. I forgot about all this stuff. Okay, here's another one I made. Another cracker and treat box. And I have a bunch of more tags. I put all my extra tags in here. I made a lot on video with you. So this is just to show you like how I put the glimmer paper in the front of the bag and I popped it up with dimensionals. Hope that's in focus. You see the dimensional? That way it still sticks a little bit in there. You just make it a little bit smaller than the front. Put a little dimensional there. Then you get that sort of glimmer behind there and 3D effect. But you can make it so you can see through the bag too. See? There's my finger. You can see through. Anyway, this is the Handmade Wishes. So I just make myself a bunch of tags and then I can write, I could write, well, no, that one I wouldn't write message on the back because sometimes they're like my mess ups and I just turn over the paper. And then sometimes you saw how I used them in cards. So I just like stamp sets that are so versatile like this. I can turn them into tags. I can even cut out shapes and write little notes on the back. I can put holes in them and turn them into, see, I thought I had one, but here's a hole, can turn them into tags. You can write to from, turn them into cards. Okay, now these cards here, I'm going to go ahead and put this away. Just put that there. I just want to put some stuff away. And then these cards here are made with the special host paper. Okay, I showed you that. That was Santa Express. Put those around here. I'm going to put that away. And I'm just going to turn to the back for a moment because it's better to see things in action. So we left off at page 21. I'm just going to go and put a cracker box there. And I'm going to turn to this page. There's this host paper. Fantastic. Celebrate Everything Designer Series paper. You get 48 sheets in a pack. And here are some cards I created using the Christmas Wishes bundle. Some little glimmer paper here, but this is Christmas. This is Celebrate Everything paper back here. And Christmas Wishes bundle. Okay, I'm just going to show you something else made with this bundle. Or not this bundle. I've already shown you the stuff made with the bundle. We'll show you something else made with this paper. So recently I had a tutorial on YouTube, and I went over how to cut out pattern paper with your ScanNCut. And we cut out these cute little leaves from one of the papers. Well, you can't even see it. See, talk about not doing justice. Let me see if I can find a piece of the paper in my little scraps. I've been mixing all my scraps together. Here's a little piece so you can see it. So this piece of paper here, on YouTube I showed you how to cut out the little leaves. And then here's the result of what you do when you cut out the leaves. Okay? Look at that. You can even layer them up. Now this stamp I used is not part of this catalog, the holiday. It's called Season of Chic. And I think it's going to be my August workshop series because I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it in the month of July. But Season of Chic is an all-season stamp set. And that's where I got this stamp sentiment too. And then this little one, Just Enjoy, is from a little scrapbooking stamp set we have. So these are all, everything here. I'm here for you. Not this part, sorry. This part. I used the paper. Oh, I wish I had a paper. I wish I had a piece to show you what it looked like first. But it was black and white. It was a black and white piece of paper with leaves on it. And I used my blending brushes to color the background. And then I used a little piece of rustic harvest. Okay, so I was just doing some autumn projects. This is a retired little sweet treat box. All right, moving along. I'm done all those. We go back to the page where I had the cracker box. Okay, here we are, waiting for us here. So luckily, I'm so late showing you swaps from a year ago. I found some swaps from a year ago. This has come back. This penguin place has come back, meaning it's a returning favorite. And you can tell when something's new. Let me go back. So there's like new. I thought it usually says new somewhere. Oh, well, when the bundle, I know when you can tell. When the bundle, when something is new, you save 10% on a bundle. But we still have a bundle for this, right? We have the Penguin Builder Punch, and we have Penguin Place. But you no longer save 10% on the bundle because this is a returning item. Okay? Oh, there it says it. Okay, I know where it says it. I'm like, I knew it said it, but it's so small. Okay, you got to see how small this is. Returning favorite. Oh, that might be easier to see. But no, I actually want to leave this open because then you can see where it's at in relation to other things. All right, so now let me show you a couple samples from my swaps from a year ago that I just unearthed that I've never shown you yet. Or maybe I have, but it's okay to see them again. I think with the next time I do my swaps with my team later this month, I'll re-show you all the swaps from before that I think got lost in the mix. So here's a couple things. So this one here, we'll do this one. I always like to give credit. Swaps means I sent my cards in and they sent me cards back, okay? So we get to trade that way. Be cool, be chill, be merry. Look how cute it is when you use the Penguin Builder Punch and these stamps to make this cute little penguin family. Okay, done by Lisa Weir, and it was in the last year's catalog, the July to December catalog. But of course, it's a returning favorite. So super cute. Lisa Weir's part of the Beehive. It's a group I belong to. My team, my direct team's called the Papered Chefs. We all belong to Hattie's team, which is my uplines team. She has the Beehive team. I have the Papered Chefs. Our swap coordinator used to be Linda Funnel, and now we have Lisa's our swap coordinator. But what happened is Linda, when she was swap coordinator, isn't it cute? She said, thank you for being in our card swap. She made little extra gifties for us, and I totally love this. She used a rectangular postage stamp punch. This is a tag topper punch. And she made this cute little treat with the little mint inside. Love, love, love. And that's another way to use the penguin. And who doesn't love some glimmer snow? I guess we're calling it glimmer paper now. I keep calling it glitter paper. And I think this little snowflakes might have come from, yeah. See these little snowflakes on the background? This is a retired color called Misty Moonlight. But the little snowflakes are back there. Super cute little treat. Little tag treats. And Misty Moonlight twine. Okay, I also want to show you Merriest Moments. The one on the right side of this page. That was also one of the swaps. This is a returning stamp set. Okay, put this in there, pull this out. We used to have some celebration paper called Bedazzling, so we don't have that anymore, but we still have Soft Succulent, the color it looks like it was used here. And it looks like polished pink, or could be, yeah, I'm thinking it's that. But it's so cute, and I love her color combination, and this is done by Susan Edwards, okay? Cheerful Stampin' Crickets. And she was talking about, the title of our thing last year, the title of our swap, or the theme of our swap was to case the catalog, meaning we were supposed to look at the catalog, be inspired by a picture, and we were supposed to recreate that. Okay, so that's what we did. And okay. Mine was the squirrels. I'll try to show you the squirrels later. All right, because they're a returning favorite. So I really like that one. That was Susan Edwards. I hope I gave her credit for that one. Okay, boughs of holly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. I have a little bit of paper here. I don't have any more Santa Express because I used it, but I do have this paper. It's the part of a suite. So when you see this, boughs of holly, and you see this, it's part of a suite. So it's another, this is just a regular suite, not a mega suite. But you can see these poinsettias. Yeah, so she loves, that's her favorite returning stamp set. So Angela's saying that's her returning favorite stamp set, this one. I'm sure you're referring to this one because there's a delay in my video. Merriest Moments. Becky, my other friend Becky, also sent me a card with that, but I couldn't find it before the video. And it took me so long to organize these samples that I just had to give up and start after a while. I was like, I want to show him this and I want to show him that. But then I'm like, you know what? We can't be here forever. So that's why I gave up on sharing the kit. I was like, I'm not doing any more unboxings of the new products. But isn't this paper fantastic? This reminds me of like when I used to stamp the Merry Moose, the trees behind there. So let me say hello to everybody who's come in. So that's Linda from ScanNCut and Create. Hello. Liana saying, okay, hello to Donna. And Leanne from Wisconsin. Sheila from Ohio. So you've had it quite a while, the die. You're talking about, Donna said that she's had that Cracker Box die for a while. You can't get an easier die. Like, it literally, it's the easiest die I have to work with. You cut it out and it's the easiest die. I don't know where mine's at, but if it's laying here, I'll show you. Her comment was that she has this die and hasn't used it. It doesn't get any easier. Then you can use the little diamonds for something else. You put it on a piece of paper, you run it through, you fold it, you glue one flap to the last flap, and you're done. I mean, I've never seen such an easy box to put together. Okay, so anyway, Boughs of Holly. I love the wood finish. I love all these papers. I love traditional Christmas colors. So you have cherry cobbler, real red, poppy parade. Look how they all go together. The cherry cobbler's the dark one, and then the reds and the real reds in the middle, and then poppy parade is the brighter color. I use them interchangeably. And then you got mossy meadow, evening evergreen, and shaded spruce. 3 kinds of reds, 3 kinds of greens. Can't go wrong with that. And then you get to see examples, little embellishments and things. I'm getting this one. I already got it. I won it in a prize. I'm just waiting on my prize. This one is called Jingle, Jingle, Jingle. So I was able to select something when I won a drawing in my team. So I'm waiting on that. And I think that's going to be really nice for 2-step stamping. So I'm thinking this will be good with the Stamparatus. You would put down the bigger one first, probably, and then try to get this one to line up in the inside so you have the layered stamps. But it is going to be, since it's photopolymer, it might be easy to line up using just the long, I think it's letter H, the long stamp. And I like the colors were used on that, which is really fun. Decorated with Happiness Bundle. I kind of overlooked this. I like it. It's kind of sketchy. I don't mean sketchy in a bad way, but like it looks like somebody sketched the little things, and it looks pretty happy the way they put it together. It's nice. Yeah, okay, Donna's saying she likes the large words. I do too. I like the large words. Okay, my friend sent me this one, so we're going to show you that. So Kathy Schmidt, she should be on here. I mean, I say should be. I didn't tell her I was doing this, but she sent me this cool card. I told her I didn't have the Christmas barn, but I love Christmas barn. In fact, I want a barn like this. I even took a picture of one because I like to visualize things. And I drove by and I said, I want a picture. There was a barn like that. I was like, I want a barn. I mean, I don't want a barn for like animals. I mean, let me keep this straight. Why I want the barn? I want to make like a she shed outside. And I saw a barn that I thought you could it was small, way smaller than this. And I thought maybe you could pick it up and move it. And it had nice glass windows on the side or nice open windows on the side. I was like, that would be cool. So anyway, Christmas barn bundle. Isn't that nice? My mailman did a little bit of a number on it, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to flatten it back out. They put it in my mailbox like this. May joy fill your heart this season. So Kathy and I swap a lot, and it's like her cards are over the top cool. I'm just trying to see where that paper went. She had a paper. Here it is, paper. The paper says, okay, Christmas Barn Bundle Snowflake Stamp from Christmas Whimsy Kit. Snowflake Stamp. Okay, she must be talking about this. This little tiny stamp. She must be talking about that little stamp from Christmas Whimsy Kit. Swedish Christmas, DSP. That's the DSP that I showed you earlier. That was with the candy canes on it, Swedish Christmas. Then we have cardstock garden green, cherry cobbler, pool party, and basic white. Okay, look at all that. Then blends, cherry cobbler, crumb cake, and pool party. And then Wink Stella for the snow. So if you like the whole farm life and all like the barns, and you know someone you could give this to, I mean, it's so neat. It's so like, it's such a cool winter scene, I think. And that's what swapping is all about, because then you go, oh, I want that too, you know, end up liking other things. Okay, this one I have a sample of because this paper has been around for a while, or it's returning, actually. Hasn't been around. It went away, and then it came back. So this paper was around, went away, and came back. I think I marked it off in here, the thing that I'm going to show you from my sample. Here we go. So in this catalog, this is, by the way, just so you're not confused, I'm jumping right for a moment to the annual catalog, May 2022 to April 2023. So this is a thicker catalog. This is very thick, and this is a returning. These two are returning, meaning they were in the holiday catalog last year. They returned for a whole year in our annual catalog. So one of the swaps I have features this, which I love this die because check this out. I love how she did this with the tag. Friends like you make this season special, and she put the ribbon through the die. I love how she did that. Layered up the different leaves, all the cool stamping in the background, and this is Pam Clater, okay? So from the Beehive. So, and let's see if there's anything inside the card, because I haven't even opened these swaps yet. Sometimes I unearth my swaps and I'm like, oh, this says Merry Christmas inside. I unearth my swaps and I want to open them. Looks like Garden Green. And she used the Painted Christmas DSP, the one that I'm on this page of. Let me throw this catalog on the ground for a moment. And let me grab the Painted Christmas DSP. It was in the pack with the other. I have all kinds of stuff sticking together. So here we go. This paper is a returning favorite because you can see why. I've done a lot of things on my channel which have to do with making your own designer series paper. And I teach what's called the baby wipe technique. And a lot of times in that technique, you're going to, you get to make your own backgrounds. And a lot of these papers remind me of using that technique. And I just think that if you use these on your cards, someone is going to think you made your own background, which makes it even cooler. Because like hers, she did, well, that one she probably, I can't even tell. Did she stamp it or is it part of the back? No, it looks like she did stamp that one. Ooh, I like how she even cut out the leaf down there. But that's what great stamping is all about. You can't even tell if it's a paper or if they made their own background. I just noticed that in her sample. Okay, I'm going through it again because I love it so much. And more traditional Christmas colors, which is awesome. Trying to get to the beginning page. There we go. This one's accounted for. I'm getting more for myself later, but right now I'm just trying to concentrate on the share. Because when I do a product share or any kind of kit, it takes up a lot of my time, and then I have to cut it off because otherwise it would linger on and I'd be going to the post office every day and not being able to craft and do all the things I love. All right, so this is Painted Christmas. Oh, it doesn't say the colors, but it's a lot of traditional colors. Okay, and then we have another Friends and Family stamp set. That's kind of neat because you can color it different ways and everything. That's pretty nice. And these could be girls or boys. Maybe that's a little girl, but these could be either. I mean, you could put either. And you could change the colors of hair to make them match. You could probably even, put something else like a little doggy. And if somebody only has one child, they could put a doggy, a leash coming out of their hand. So you could combine stamp sets. I like that family set. This one, I don't have the DSP right now, but it's gorgeous DSP. It's really bright and shiny, and it's called Specialty DSP. The thing that's special about the Lights Aglow DSP is it was the computer generation factor of it. We were able to see a behind-the-scenes look during one of the events I attended. I'm going to shine this down in there. And we were able to see how this paper was computer generated and how the graphic artist put the shapes together in different patterns. It's really nice. I do have this and this, I think, just not that. So let me see what's in this package here. So I have a partial package. So in this suite, this is, I guess, I would call this another mega suite. Again, you could tell the mega suites, meaning the bigger than the regular suite just has stamp sets, dies, paper, and one other thing. But when you start seeing two stamp sets and dies, two sets of stamp set and dies, extra embellishments, ribbon, specialty papers, it would be a mega sweep. So this is one of the specialty papers. This is the one over here. It's called number 6 Festive Foils. And I really like that. It's plain on the back because it's a specialty paper. It's in my specialty sampler. And what was the third color? Oh, just gold, okay. And then we have this glimmery paper. Super awesome. Glimmer specialty paper. You have gold, very vanilla, and evening evergreen. I love using glimmer, as you saw how I used it, little bits and pieces of it in my rectangles earlier. Let me flip it around so the gold piece is showing on the back. And I'm going to put that back together, waiting for my shipment of Lights to Go to come in. I keep hoping the UPS man is going to come early, but alas, the shipment should be here tomorrow. Okay, then this Christmas Lights bundle. You can see, again, how this was like computer generated. I mean, not all of it, because some of it was inspired by nature and stuff, but some of like the patterns, when you see like perfect patterns like this and then mirror images of each other, that was done computer generation. And they showed us like a time-lapse video of how that was done. Pretty cool. And then here's the Brightest the Glow bundle. So this one has lots of background pieces you can use. Well, so does this one. They both do. They both have big, giant background elements that have cutouts through them. So, love that. I'm almost wondering if that's the front of the star bag. To me, that looks like the front of the star bag. Yeah. So that one's not... I was thinking that was part of this die at first, right? But then I'm looking at the pattern, and to me, it looks like the front of the star bag that they put paper around it. They cut out the inside of it, which is clever. Okay, so I like that. Scotty's Christmas Scotty bundle. So it seems like every year we have a specialty dog, like stamp set, which is nice. And then it's like we always know somebody who has a dog like that, right? Or I think of those little Scotty cookies that have like a plaid box. And this would be a nice tag if you're giving out a bunch of those cookies as gifts, little treats. And I just love how whimsical that is. And I like the samples they did. And then over here, those are the star bags. Again, so we see them again. And this is with the seal of approval. And as much as I love whimsical sets, I didn't get this one because I still have the whales and everything. I might still get it, though. There's plenty of time. I'm just not sure because I'm trying to make sure that I use what I get, because my problem sometimes is that I get things and don't use them all. So once I use them, like I feel like, oh, I've used it once, got my money's worth, made a few samples or made a few cards for people. And then I feel like I give myself permission to get something new, because we all love new things. Gives us crafty mojo. Window Wishes bundle. I'm up to page 36 if you're following along, which I hope you are. And you may hear that it's raining where I'm at, so it's like kind of raining in the background. Yeah, Donna, I also love large words and large sentiments. Yeah, and Angela loves the barn. I love the barn too because it's easy to color. It's not like one of those, complex farm sets we've had in the past, which have like all of these little tiny bits to color. It seems like very easy to color. And it also has the detail, which is nice. Okay, so anyway, we're back to Window Wishes. That's beautiful. And then over here is this one. It's super cute. Mischief. North Pole Mischief. This one cracks me up, and I kind of do want this one because it's just so cute. I mean, it's just like the cat staring at the goldfish, and the goldfish has his eyes popping out of his head like, oh no, you're going to eat me. And then the little doggy, and he, like, here's the cat's on the package, and he's like trying to unwrap it. It's so super cute. And who doesn't love a good paw? You can use that for the treats. To put like little doggy treats. Then we got like Yeti to party. I just love that. So we always have something for kids. This would be easy to color. I mean, it doesn't have to be for kids. We're big kids ourselves. I like the little sketchy look on this one. sometimes I do like sketchy looks and sometimes I don't, but in this case, I like it because of the kind of critter it is. And then I totally missed this snow crystal. So that might have to go onto my wish list because it just looks like a big old snowflake. How did I miss that? All right, where's my sticky note? I'm going to put a note on it. I'm just going to stop and show you whatever I have my sticky note in here. Oh, might be my squirrels. There we go. Then I can use this sticky note for something else. So I'm going to go back to the annual catalog for a moment. I mean, just so I can put that note to myself because I'm going to get this. I don't know how I missed the big snowflake background stamp. That would be totally up my alley, but I totally missed it because I never really, like I said, I never really got to sit down and like look at things. Anyway, one of the things in last holiday catalog last year was this Nuts About Squirrels. I did a lot with it, and I was so happy. And I cased the catalog and made something inspired by the catalog. And then they said it's going to return, and it returned in the annual catalog. So it's in the annual catalog, so it's still around. It'll be around until next April. Nuts About Squirrels, and here's a couple samples of that. And I used it for my swap last year. And I wrote where I inspired by the catalog, et cetera, et cetera. Cinnamon cider, that was the background page. Let's see. Inspired by here. The old catalog, page 49. That was the last mini catalog. So whenever you case a design, if you get, even if it's just inspired, like, I mean, if you're not, like, if you're just using, like, the same size as a paper, that's one thing. Like you're just cutting your own paper from someone else's measurements. That's not really casing a design. But when you stamp a design that's somebody else's design, I was inspired by the catalog, and that's when I usually try to put on the back of my cards, inspired by mini catalog, page 49. And I wrote inspired by because I didn't copy it exactly. I just got inspired by their design. But if I were like to take, I'm going to put a different piece of striped paper back there. That's not. And I'm not even going to use the van. I'm going to use something else that's not inspired by that. Would be just like saying, oh, that reminds me of another paper, stripes. Anyway, I'm getting that stamp. You guys are making me spend money just while I'm just looking at the catalog. But I'm not getting it today. It's called a wish list. That's why you have to, like, pace yourself. And like, if you're going to pay shipping anyway, wait till you have other stuff into order. Okay, Whimsical Woodland 3D Embossing Folder. I like how they put the white on it. It's pretty nice. Like the craft white ink to really bring out the embossing. And this is super nice because it's so easy to read, right? So nice. It's called Trees for Sale. Now, Trees for Sale coordinates with this. Let me get back here. I'm back in celebrations, just so you know, because I'm jumping around sometimes. It says tree lot dies. Okay? These tree lot dies, these dies that are free when you spend $100 during celebration, are going to coordinate with the Trees for Sale. Okay, so it coordinates. And they give you some samples. So she says she loves it. Angela Shuck says she loves the Trees for Sale stamp set. So, yeah, I mean, I do too. And I like any trees that you can layer. And look at the way they layered it with some embossing powder and stuff. So I do love that. And I love RVs. I just didn't get this yet because I really had to concentrate on, my first few orders had to be, I had to get the things that, I didn't even give out hippos yet. I'd be planning on giving out some as prizes. I had to concentrate on getting all the paper I could for my cards and for, I was doing a celebration sampler I was giving away, and I just had to get enough celebration paper to do my projects. So now I can kind of work on more celebration items. I love Hope and Peace. And this has been a hot seller. I mean, I really heard a lot of people talking about, or not talking about it, but like ordering it and samples made, because look at the giant sentiments again. Peace on earth, goodwill to all. Right? It's just Emmanuel, God with us, the weary world rejoices, tidings of comfort and joy, and of course, how gorgeous is Merry Christmas. Then you have inside sentiments for you there. This is just so elegant, so beautiful. And look how they used the envelope and inked it up. How nice is that? Okay, now I'd like to show you this paper. It's a little bit of it's like a specialty paper over here, and it's what I used for this, and I did take it out. I'm going to go ahead and put this one away and move this down. Okay, so we have this paper called Metallic and Shimmer Specialty Paper. And it's really nice, and you can use it. You can punch it out, and you can use it on the back of things. And here's how I used it on this little box. And you get Cajun, I believe it's Cajun Craze. What's it say? Cajun Craze? Cajun Craze and Pumpkin Pie combo. That's this one. I cut out some witches' hats. Then you get the Evening Evergreen and Gold combination. That's the Evening Evergreen Gold. And then you get the black and silver. So I love that specialty paper. Can do a lot with that. And then here's another stamp set. So if you like your religious stamp sets, this silhouette would make it all worth it. I mean, forgetting what these say. Look how great that is, the silhouette. I mean, they colored it too, but you wouldn't even need to. I mean, this is gorgeous how they colored it, right? A little bit of, you got like Mary and Joseph. You got her little, you could just put a little blue with the blends, and you could put the little red thing. I mean, that's gorgeous how they colored it, but I think that would just be nice just the way it is. And whatever color, it's like a dark color on your light paper. Wow. And then that one too. Maybe Night of Navy or something. All right, Storybook Gnomes. I did save some of this paper. Couldn't give away all the paper. I had to save some. Oh my goodness, I love this paper. So there's a whole suite centered around gnomes in this catalog. So it's on page 42 and 43. And here is the Storybook Gnomes paper. And you can see the coordinating colors down here. Poppy Parade, Pale Papaya, Bermuda Bay, Pool Party, Balmy Blue, and Pacific Point. I have a whole pack of Bermuda Bay cardstock because I love that color, and I kept looking for what's coordinated with it. And this was the only paper I think that I could find that was new that had Bermuda Bay in it as one of its colors. So I just love it. I love how they did Bermuda Bay Christmas trees. Although I like traditional Christmas colors, for the gnomes with the little winter village, this is perfect. It's a perfect color combination. Mushrooms. You got snowflakes. You got giant mushrooms. You got little gnomes. I'm going to try to cut these out with the ScanNCut later once I get extra paper. Now there's a whole suite. Kindest Gnome stamp set, dies. I do have the gems, but I didn't take those out right now. Okay, there's puff paint. That's a returning favorite. Make some little 3D items. So Storybook Gnomes is pretty cool. Okay, now we got Magical Snowman Magic Bundle. And this was the first thing I did. Oh, hello, Bpree. Thank you for jumping in. So, okay, there's so many tiny dies. She's talking about, oh, tiny dies. You're talking about the Christmas. Yeah. This, I know. This is the one that I think has a lot of tiny dies too. So I'm going to show you this one. I did in Christmas in July. I did this Christmas Wishes bundle so far, and I did the Snowman Magic bundle so far. So if you missed the Christmas in July series and you want to see how I'm doing things, I'm making projects with these sets. Snowman Magic is so fun, but yes, there are tiny little dies in there. Okay, I'm just looking around for the stamp set, which looks like it could have been buried under my table. You never know. I'm not going to bother trying to find it because it could be anywhere, but this is the Snowman set. I can just pick it up and show you. These are the dies that go with it. So really, I love these when the concept artists come up with these samples. So lots of little tiny stamps. Then when you see the little shape around something in the catalog, like the white part, that means there's a die to go with it. And these are the dies. There's lots of little dies to go with the stamp set. This bundle is very inexpensive because it's a photopolymer bundle. And I think it's just a great starter if you're getting used to die cutting. Even though there's tiny dies, it's still easy to use, easy to do. Now look at that cute snowman on the beach, or snow woman on the beach. And then here are my cards. I have 5 cards to show you. I made these live. I made this one live and this one live on my YouTube channel, so you can see everything I did, from stamping, from die cutting, from coloring with blends, how I stamped onto the paper, the products I used, how I adhered everything, how I used the blends for the bunny. You can watch it all in my Christmas in July workshop series. So these two, I ripped the glimmer paper to make snow hills, snow-covered hills. And then I always have a couple other examples to show. This was my example that I used to premiere the video. So like before I do a video, I always have a sample of some kind. And this was the one I made, and then I really liked it better. During the video, I created the hills, but instead of stripes here, I ripped the paper and made the hills. So, and there's also some dies that make hills, but I just don't have all my, every die with me. Like, there's these border dies which make cute hills. Yeah, you can stamp right onto the DSP. So be saying, great reminder, just stamp right onto your DSP. Yes, this is Night of Navy. It's the most magical time of the year. A great sentiment. You stamp straight onto the DSP, easy peasy, and you have your whole card scene. Then you just build your little scene up. And then these little dies are fantastic. So you take what they're called adhesive strips. They're foam adhesive strips, right? You put them under there, and it gives it a pop-up 3D look. And you have a frame, and you have all the little snowflakes in the frame. And so I inked around the edge with some pool party inside. You can make a little frame for a picture, or in this case, my snowman has a frame. And that was basic white on the inside. And this one, straight onto the DSP. I put the frame right onto the DSP. Thanks so much. And popped it up with a die on top because I had, stamped underneath there. And this one, I put 2 trees to make it 3D. Well, I used the flocking paper. It's called Snow Velvet. It's white velvet paper, it's called, right? Well, when I used the white velvet paper, I was trying to put Wink Castella on it. I was putting the glimmer paper on it. And it just wouldn't work. The glitter would not stick to this paper. Then I got the idea. I said, wait, I have glimmer paper. I have this white glimmer paper. So I went and got that and used that. It worked fantastically. But then I wanted the glimmer tree. So I just glued the glimmer tree on top of the velvet tree. And I really like how that came out 3D without dimensionals. Because it's hard to put dimensionals behind something that tiny anyway. So I really like how those came out. So those are my snowman samples. I didn't even need arms on the snowman, right? I didn't need arms, even though there's arms in here. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in here, right? Look how tiny those arms are and how little they are. But the trees are fantastic to work with. This tree and that tree, fantastic. This frame, I worked with the bunny. I haven't even played with the bird yet. That little hat, you saw me use the little hat, the little stars. You can make extra carrot noses. I mean, there's lots of stuff you can do here. You could pop up the carrot nose 3D, but I didn't. I used the Stampin' blends. I need to put this away because I don't want to lose any of it. And then, of course, I used those snowflakes again. The ones I used, the sequins that I'm loving this year. I love these more than the snowflakes we had last year that didn't adhere. They weren't self-adhesive. All right, I'm going to move along to the moose. Is it a moose? Okay, oh, wonderful snowflakes. These are the ones. I don't like these as much. These don't adhere. They're really pretty and they're really nice for backgrounds, but they're like really thin and they don't have any stickiness on the back, where these are just so easy for me to just throw onto my cards. So that's a returning favorite. All bundled up. The moose, yeah. I mean, this is cute. It's on my partial wish list. Here, I might get that. I like it. I think it's cute. Here, I'm putting it there. We'll see. We'll see. I have a budget. Well, not really, but I do. I have like a I have to keep like I have like a thing about if I'm gonna order, I want to make sure my shipping is worth it. I get some Stampin' rewards, right, and that I get enough to earn at least some celebration items. Like maybe I try to do 3 celebration items. So I try to make a wish list, and I try not to order until I get like 150, and then I get 3 celebration items. I get the Stampin' rewards of $15, and that's kind of the way I do it. So that's kind of how I budget myself. Okay, perched in a tree bundle. That's beautiful. I didn't notice this one before. I noticed the bird before because I just remember I was like, the bird looks pregnant, right? Or fat. Like it's ready to lay some eggs, right? But I was like, that bird is cool. But then I said, I noticed that, but I just didn't notice this part. Like, how cool is that die to make that scene? Now, the next page here, page 40, 47, which we're on 47. These are reversible stamps. So you might not have noticed that before, but you can make the tree stump with one side of the stamp, turn it over, and you'll get the little details to put the lines on your stump. For example, like this. Here's your palm tree stump, your stalk, I guess, and then there's the lines to put on it, right? So these are what's in each side. This is one side, and that's the other side. This is one side, that's the other side. One side's fatter than the other. So these are reversible stamps, so you get more out of them. So we do that once in a while. Innovative products, so give reversible stamps a try. And it saves you lots of room because you get like 2 stamp sets in one. Rustic Harvest is pretty cool. And fun for autumn. Got your pumpkins. I got packs of these little amber little leaves. I might make some autumn tags. I love it. Rustic Harvest is nice. I don't have a whole pack of that to show you, but I was telling you earlier that I was using pieces of it, like to accent my autumn projects. So like this is Rustic Harvest here. Not this. This one is, wait, maybe that is Rustic Harvest. That's where it's at. That's where I found it. That's why I don't have any more. This piece here is Rustic Harvest. Glad I figured out where I got this from. I thought it was from Celebrate Everything. This one here, these little leaves are from Celebrate Everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves. This piece here, I colored with the Stamping Blends. It was a black and white piece from Rustic Harvest. This is that specialty paper I showed you, and this strip is from Rustic Harvest on a crushed carry paper. So sometimes you might think, okay, well, maybe you already have a Thanksgiving stamp set from last year. So maybe you already are ready to do your Thanksgiving cards. But you don't want to send the same Thanksgiving cards you sent last year. So get yourself some leaves, some gems, and some new paper. And use your stamps again. You don't always need to get a new stamp set. Just get some new paper and it gives your cards a whole fresh new look. And by the way, our embossing buddy is back. How cool is that? If you like the embossing buddy, it's something to keep the embossing powder from sticking all over in all the wrong places. Okay, this one is called a Hello Harvest Bundle. Pretty nice. We're on the final stretch now because at the end there's like a big index of products and I go through that really quick. So trying to keep it to just maybe 1 hour and 5 minutes by the time I'm done. I know we'll go a little over 1 hour. Okay, this is Fond of Autumn Bundle. That's going to be beautiful for coloring. And this one is beautiful. Soft Seedlings. I love this ombre looking leaf. Personally, I didn't get any of these autumn things because I have a lot of the autumn things, but I do love the paper, and I did get some paper. A peasant. A pleasant little note. Painted pheasant. They should have said a peasant little note. Well, I love the Happy Thanksgiving stamp, and it says painted pheasant. So let's see what they did with, okay, here we go. Here's one. That's how they did it. I like how they did that. It looks like they're showing you a technique here of coloring with your marker straight onto the plain stamp, and then you take like your Cajun Craze and your pumpkin pie marker, and it looks like maybe some soft succulent, right? And they colored the different parts, stamped down onto paper, so it's already colored with the different shading going on. So I really like that effect. Okay, so you're already making a wish list too. Angela's talking about her August order. She has a wish list too. Sheila, thank you for your comment about my video. The card with bunny reminds you of ice cream. The card with the bunny reminds you of ice cream. Let me see. Hey, the ice cream color maybe? Yeah, I just wanted to color the bunny. I was like, he needs to be a winter bunny. And it really probably would be like a snow bunny. He'd be white. But I just colored him that color. All right, let's see what we have here. Apple Harvest. Kind of missed this one too. I do a lot of teacher things, so I'm kind of surprised I missed it. But that looks like it'd be nice with the real red. And I love, we have this brick and mortar. Oh, Blue Bunny ice cream. That's cool. Blue Bunny ice cream. Never had that kind of ice cream. Now I need to try it. This here is called Brick and Mortar 3D embossing folder. So check that out. Right? And look how they put it's like you're looking out the window. So there's back in the earlier part of the catalog, we saw something with the window. And now you're looking out and you can see the apples out the window. It's like you're in an apple orchard. You got this embossing folder. I love that. So I missed that before. So it's on my partial wish list because I love apples. Only because I love doing stuff for teachers. And I love picking apples. But got to pace myself. This one, adorable. I love it. Okay, I'll show you what I made with it. This is the black and white paper. It's called Black and White Designs. I don't have any of it to show you except for, like, you know, I used a little bit here and there. I don't really have a whole pack of it to show you, but that's what it looks like. And you can, it's gray. So one side will be gray and black, and then on the other side of this would be black and white of the same design, or sometimes it's different designs. And then I'll show you what I used for the hat in a moment. We have this cute little library envelope, mini, or it's not library envelope, I call it that, mini pocket envelope from the annual catalog. That's pretty cute. I use that little envelope die a lot. It's smaller than you think, though. It only holds a gift card or something. It's very small, not as big as it looks. Okay, this is Scary Cute Bundle. Love Halloween. Super cute. And here's what I use for this. I have the washi tape and the little witch's hat. And let me grab my punch. Okay, I'm going to show you the washi tape. Washi tape's pretty fantastic. So glitter washi tape. That's up here. 4 rolls. I've been using it to accent things, and I also use it sometimes just to help shut the sides of my envelopes and things. Who doesn't love bling? And then here's the little hat. So this hat, this punch, I bought as a bundle, because when you buy bundles and there's something new, I mean, if you're buying something new and from this new catalog, then you save 10% when you buy the bundle. So I would have just made hats with this. You can, this one I just punched out. But you can also stamp your hat and punch them out. And then it gives you a chance to color in the different parts. So I did that during the unboxing, but mostly I've just been punching out hats straight away like that. And you put the little band on them. But I love that for Halloween. And then here's what you could do with the black and white designs. Some blending brushes, and you put the glitter tape on it. And then for these, they use the peekaboo treat bags and put the witches' hats on them. Love that. Okay, Gingham Cottage. This paper is such a great value, although I'm not a fan of the actual paper. I'm going to show it to you. I do like black and white designs, but I'm going to show you the patterns, and you'll see what I mean. So it's pretty cool in that I still bought a bunch of packs of it. So it's not like I don't like it. It's just that I don't like it as much as Rustic Harvest with, like, I prefer something with the pumpkin designs and beautiful designs on it. This one is going to be good, I think. And I was talking to my friend about it as a background papers. So that's going to be versatile for background papers. I just don't like the big squares. So on the back, okay, here's one side. Perfect, right? A great background paper. And that's a great background paper. Well, no comment. Okay, this one, that one's a great background paper. This one, that's to me too big. The pattern's too big because, like, if I try to make it into a background, unless I get this to be the edging of it, that would be cute with the black on the edge. But if like that's on the edge of one, it's just, I think the spaces are too big. But what's cool about this paper is that you get 48 sheets in a pack. So it's a great value. It's $30, so you get 48 sheets. So you're getting 4 packs of paper for $30. I mean, it's the equivalent of 4 packs of our paper. It's not 4 packs. It's 1 pack of paper with 48 sheets. And they're 12 by 12. They're not the 6 by 6. I've already cut these down for the paper share. So they're 12 by 12. I saved some because I had so much of it. See, this will be great behind the apples and stuff like that. The apples we saw earlier. And this looks cool over there. That's not bad. But just a little bit, I prefer these small. If I'm going to have gingham, that one looks like a picnic. That one's kind of cool. If I'm going to have gingham patterns, I prefer these small ones. I really like the small ones as opposed to the big ones. But that one's cool. And that looks like a picnic. So, Gingham Cottage. Let me know what you think of Gingham Cottage. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a hot seller because of the value. If it weren't for the fact that you get 30 in a pack, I probably would just be getting the Rustic Harvest instead. But because you get 30 in a pack. Now let's see what this one is. Cottage Wreath. So this is part of a suite. And that's where these are pretty cool. So you take a silicone mat and you make little droplets of these, and you can make your own little embellishments, like their own little, what we call is pearlized enamel effects. I used to do that when I was in Germany. I love that, making my own little embellishments. And then I didn't get this one, silver threaded twine. I don't see how there's silver in there, but Maybe I'm missing something. Let me comment that. Just say something like you're back, if I'm back. Because my power did go out. I said, hey, my power's going to go out. And my power went off. My router went off. The whole thing had to reset. I don't have cellular service where I'm at, so I couldn't turn to cellular service. I had to use Wi-Fi. Okay, thank you that I'm back. Okay, be free. So what I was going to say before I got cut off, thank you all for waiting for me. So on page 60, I was talking about this bundle, and then I went over here and I said, you're going to be shocked when you see how small this box is. I can't believe how cute and small it is. Now, it's cute and small, but it's way, like, it's not what I expected. I totally did not, when I got this, I was like, see, in the picture, it looks like it's going to be a lot bigger. So the Designer Treat Box bundle, I want to pull out the die so you can see it's a very easy die to work with. I still think the cracker box, this would be the easiest die to work with, but that's about second easiest. It's super easy to make a box, but just put your antlers on the box, or your bunny ears after the box is shut, because otherwise you can't shut the box. So what I did is I took a piece of crumb cake. I've only made one sample so far. And I'm going to open this up. Here's the die. Right? And you put it like that at an angle. Then you can do the little antlers over there, and you could do the little ears. And then there's lots of other stuff that comes in this die set. So you got these little ears, you got little tags, you got antlers, and you could do bunny ears. You could make this into a bat box for Halloween, and you can make little crown tops and little tags and these are for your advent calendar. So this would be your Christmas countdown. So you can make numbers on it, right? So it was very easy die. I just ran it through and folded it. And then I was like, well, how am I going to get these antlers to stay on? Oh, and you can stamp the little face. There's my little face. That's all there is here. There's not much to the stamp set. I just used the little face. That's all there is. I mean, there's just like some dots, some gingham, but it's part of a bundle, so you're really buying the die. Designer Treat Box. So what I did is I was trying to get my antlers to look a little different. So I put like I colored the antlers different. So I used a crumb cake, but then I colored them with like glitter and Wink Stella and some white paint or white. So I wanted them to kind of stick out, the antlers. So I couldn't get the antlers to go on first and then shut the box. So I kind of held them on with a glue dot. So what I did is I got the antlers and the ears to glue together. And then I put a little white between them. And then I shoved them in there after the box was shut. So it's super cute. I just got to open this to show you how cute and simple this is. So you could probably put like a Hershey nugget inside. Not much, right? Not much is going to fit inside here. That's it. Pretty small box. But when you try to put anything on before this box, it won't shut. So you glue the sides together. That was easy. And then I went like this to shut the box. So if you need to make little advent calendars and like little gifts and like if you're crafting with kids, this is perfect. I put a little glue dot, but I took it off. So now I might need a glue dot to hold it on there. And then you put the antlers on and the ears. And it's that simple. I mean, I just love it. So I'm glad I got it, but I was shocked about how small it was. Because we've had we have a 6x6 machine, and to me, there's a lot of real estate. You could have made, could have been designed a little bigger, but then it would have been like, I guess, too much like the curvy keepsake or something, and they wanted it to be different. But how cute is that little bat? All right, moving on. This was the Ringed with Nature bundle. Now, this one is the one that goes with the celebration. Okay, I don't have it yet, so I can't really, show you samples of it. I might get it. I'm not sure, because I know I'm collecting that paper a lot, and I love the little houses and stuff. And I love all the rings. I mean, I do love this, but I just didn't get it. This one's going to go with that's going to go with your Rings of Love free DSP from Celebration. Okay, this one here is going to go with your vintage bottle bunch, which is part of the Bottled with Happiness collection of the annual catalog. So that's probably pretty popular because so many people bought this punch to make 3D, and you put the little effervescence inside. Yeah. I could scan a box and make it bigger, but I don't bother with that kind of thing because I make different boxes using the software. I would never bother to scan. First of all, we're not supposed to because it's like but all things aside, although we can do something, I would use this for the way it is because I use my scraps and I cut my boxes and I love die cutting. There's many reasons. But if I was going to use my ScanNCut, I would just use Canvas Workspace and Template Maker and make my own box in Template Maker. But the whole thing is it saves me loads of time by having these designs already done for me and just using scraps up Die cutting is faster than the ScanNCut. It is way faster if you're just doing a couple. If you're doing mass production, the ScanNCut's faster. Plus, I like the way that, I don't like the way the ScanNCut does score lines. Splendid Day, I have some samples for you. And then I'm wrapping things up here. I think that's almost, we're almost done. So Splendid Day is a beautiful, gorgeous suite. It's the only suite in this catalog that's not holiday, Christmas, or I think it's the only one that's not holiday, Christmas, or some occasion like fall. This seems to me like the only one that should be like a summery one, if you want to say, or year-round. It's really year-round. It's very unique, and it's also the only one that uses different colors of foil. Because most of the time when you get foil accents and things, the foil is gold or silver. This is gorgeous because the foil has all these really cool colors in it. So the coordinating colors are Petal Pink, Soft Seafoam, Pool Party, Fresh Freesia, Sahara Sand, and Copper. So here's things I made with the Splendid Day Suite collection. And I did this as part of my channel. I did a tutorial on this as part of my Ink It Up, I believe. And then we had a conference where we were supposed to follow along and craft along, but I never got to do those projects yet. But I did watch some videos, so I have a lot more things to make with Splendid Day. I bought 2 more packs of it. I love this paper. And, you know, just I love how it all coordinates. I love the different kinds of foil, and you can color the foil with your blend markers. I'd use Pool Party, Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, Soft Seafoam. You see how that all fits together. And then you have different things that go with this collection. In the suite, you have the stamp set dies, Soft Seafoam ribbon, and these little sprigs. All right, this is cute, little sweater. And it says, Forever Friendship, Time for a Cardigan. And I love the typewriter. And I think you can just use the typewriter and kind of mask it off and just write different things. You could put different messages on the typewriter. I think that'd be cute. So I like that. Who doesn't love mittens and balloons and all this and good fonts? That's very nice too. Celebrate with tags. This is a cute tag too. It has a little pocket. It reminds me of the thing I showed you earlier with the penguins, that kind of tag. Because now that we don't have the fancy tag topper punches anymore, you can use these dies to make your tags. This one, Very Best Occasions. I don't know if I bought the Very Best Trio punch yet, but it's definitely on my wish list because of all the things you can do with it. Kind of like I was showing you earlier, what you could do with the other punch from the Handmade Wishes bundle. You could do a lot with this punch. Look at this. Look at the little edges you can make and all the little tags you can make with that. So it's going to be cool. Very Best Trio punch. If it does come, I'll do a demo on it one time. I just don't remember if I ordered it already. Definitely getting it because I love every punch that's like a generic punch because I can do so much with it. And of course, I love nautical and beach things. I didn't get this yet, but I probably would get this just because this is me, like sitting on the beach, or it's me, it's like what I want to be doing. I'm not sitting on the beach, but it's what I want to be doing. Okay, these are bundles for the die cut machines. You know, different kinds of bundles you can get with the different size machines. And then this is just an index showing you the bundles that you save 10% on. We're at the end of the catalog, and you can look through the index and see everything in silhouette form, so you can see what's on each of the dies, in each of the die sets. All right. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of our stamps, paper, punches, ribbons, embellishments. If you'd like any of these products, I'll flip to the back page and show you where you can order them. Now, when you spend $150, or you combine and you want to host a party like online, or your order is $150, you can get Caroling Mice. This is a $22 value, but you can get it with your host rewards for only $13. But this paper here that I showed you earlier is a $30 value. That's what I paid for it during pre-order, and now it's $18 with the rewards. So these items are exclusive to host only. That means you can get them with rewards, but you can't just buy them. So a host means you're having a workshop. You can be your own host if your order is $150 or more. Okay, and here's where you can order these products I shared today. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. And thank you for patiently waiting for me while my power went out. My router went out, it restarted, I had to reconnect, all while trying to make my camera stay at the right angle. That's all for now. This is the Papered Chef. Enjoy your Christmas in July.